Greetings, my feathered friends. Today we are reviewing Feather, a game that comes to us from developer and publisher Samurai Punk. I played Feather on the PS4. It is also available on Xbox, Switch, as well as Steam and several other platforms. As of this review, the price of Feather is $9.99 on the PS4. This game is not your traditional goal-oriented style game. It is a flying bird simulator. The primary goal in Feather is really just exploration and relaxation. You are guiding your bird around an island. You can dive, you can go into the clouds, you can go through portals, which will change the song if they're circular, or change your bird if they're triangular. You can also squawk as much as you'd like, which you can use to interact with other players of the game. There is a multiplayer element, though there isn't really any sort of cooperative gameplay, but you can fly around with other birds. As far as the actual flying mechanics, you use the left stick to control the direction of your bird, the right stick to control the camera. You can squawk with the square button on the PS4, and you can do a backflip to change directions with the triangle button. Also, the left and right R1, L1 will do a little bit of a barrel roll. You can also speed your bird up with the R2 button and slow down with the L2 button. Every bird that I found plays the same as far as flight goes. They do have different squawks if you're into that. There are also a few portals you can find on the island that will allow you to do basically a nosedive from the clouds, which is a cool vantage point to look at the island from. As far as actual gameplay, again, this is very relaxed. There are no enemies, there's no combat, there's no deaths. Even if you hit an object or the ground, it will just reverse you and then you can try again to get wherever you were going. I really enjoyed the look of Feather. It is really trying to capture that calming zen effect with the surroundings and the colors used. There's a lot of pastels, the water is nice and blue and you can dive through it. When you go through the clouds, the scenery changes color. There's also a day and night cycle, so you can really see the passage of time as you're flying around. Graphics clearly aren't meant to be particularly realistic, but they're definitely quite stylistic, and that style suits this kind of relaxing gameplay very well. And similarly, the soundtrack is quite lovely. There's a lot of atmospheric, all instrumental tunes. They're mostly piano-based, and they're quite beautiful. The other sound effects are pretty sparse. Your bird does make a flapping sound when you fly or speed up. You can, again, make different noises with each bird, depending on which type of bird it is. There's also a few other hidden gems, like some wind chimes you can come across, but all of the background noises are meant to stay in the background and just be pretty atmospheric and part of this Zen experience. I wasn't sure exactly what this game was going into it because, as usual, I didn't read the description. I just thought that it was about birds, and I like birds, let's be honest. But this is such a calming way to kind of wind down at the end of the day. There's no anxiety-causing enemies or battles, or there's nothing stressful at all about this game. The most stressful thing is trying to fit your bird through one of the portals, but even then, it's so forgiving that there's really nothing here that's going to cause you to pull your hair out or get upset. If you're looking for a true game with an objective or levels, this probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for something that's playable in short bursts and kind of just to calm your mind down at the end of the day, this is probably a good one to try out. My one complaint would be it's pretty short. I could do with maybe a few other maps or some different birds to find. Once you kind of find all of the birds and the songs, there's really not a whole lot of reason to continue to explore unless, like I said, you want to just take a moment and kind of unwind. Thank you so much for checking out my review of Feather. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with all of our reviews and previews. And don't forget to check the description box for a link to our Discord, as well as our memberships and merchandise store. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.